What's up, Diablo players? So let's show off the brand new Season 6 seasonal mechanic called the Realm Walker. So what will appear on the map is these things called Hatred Rising. So you'll see these kind of appear in certain areas. You just go to it and there may be some sort of countdown. You can see it's going to happen in 10 seconds. So here is what it looks like. You'll see that there are these portals. If I click on it early, it can spawn in some monsters. But we're really here for the main part of the event, which is going to be starting in the next few moments here. Alright, so now it has come out. And pretty much you have this Realm Walker, and we're going to go through the portal. And so what we're going to do in the very beginning is just kind of kill monsters and follow it. Pretty straightforward in terms of like, you know, what you need to do. You just kill the monsters and you can't damage him. How it works is you are going to be damaging the specific monsters that are like blood linked to him, and then he will then take damage, and then he will eventually open up the portals for you to go in. Technically the portal's up, but you can't like jump into it. You have to wait till he is weak enough. But as far as is it worth doing, the answer is absolutely, if you don't happen to have these things over here, these seething opals. Now this is for the seasonal mechanic, obviously, so it's only for season. And as far as the opals go, that will basically give you more XP. And they can also give you more drops. But we'll go ahead and show off the full event. This way you guys can see kind of how long it takes to do all of it. But pretty much at the very end, you just get some rewards. And I haven't found anything to be very specific to the rewards minus the opals. So, opals will give you some more rewards, but would I say that this is like super worth doing every single time you see it? No. Unless you don't happen to have an opal, because they do give you a XP multiplier, which is super helpful. So once you're like Paragon, you know, maxed out, I would say that there's better forms of content to engage with. And the reason why is I'd rather get my Paragon glyphs up. I think that is more important than doing these, but it's a little bit slow to do these. You can see, you know, how much HP he has, and it's slowly going down. And it'll go down faster as we kind of kill some of these other monsters. We're also getting rapport for our mercenaries and stuff, so, I mean, it's still giving you content, completion for other forms of content. Okay, so yeah, these blood-bound guardians, you kill these, and once we kill enough of these, he will kind of get knocked. So we're about a third of the way done. Takes a few minutes to get done with this. But again, I wouldn't really focus in on doing these as like a form of endgame content. Maybe in the earlier stages, it's good for the XP. Because again, you get the opals, which are actually massive. And you can stack it with your incenses and get just a lot of HP. Got some ruby fragments over here. So he's a little bit slow in spawning the things that you need to actually kill. But it's not too challenging in terms of content. It's just like, it's just there to do. If you're happening to be in the area, maybe if there's like a hell tide or something else going on, sure, you can go for it. I'd rather just like reach the very end. So like, let's say like you join late. I think that it'd be worth it just to go in the portal. But as far as like the whole duration, I mean, I could do several different pits by the time I actually do one of these. Like pit runs are, you know, just 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how fast your build is. Whereas this, it takes a little bit of time. Okay, so now we can attack him. And now we got him down, and then we can go through the portal. So we'll go through the portal. Now this is where the content is a little bit different. So it is very similar to a nightmare dungeon. However, the end has something different. So let's go and show off this mechanic here. So you don't need to kill every single enemy here. We're just looking for these other portals that will spawn in. So there's this realm gate over here. I'm just going to kill all the monsters so I don't get eliminated, because it's like a low life build, and unless I'm attacking it becomes a little bit dangerous. So, is there another monster? Okay, let me just clear out these real quick so I can show you guys without being interrupted. Okay, I think we're okay now. Okay, So you'll see over on the top, it says Torment Challenges. There's required item sigil powder, and it says clearing this realm grants consumable seething opals that can cause artificers stones, boss summoning items, and infernal compasses to drop from kills. So once we actually put this in, then we want to kill every single monster that we see. So it will cost 200 sigil powder for this. Now this will give us in return boss summoning items and compasses. Now this over here will cause us to get additional gold. Now for some reason, I don't know why this only costs 1 iron chunk. This number probably will be changed once the game does get an update. This one over here costs obols, and this will give us additional equipment. And then this one will give us additional herbs and crafting material. So I want this one. So let's go ahead and spend 5 obols and open up the portal. And let's go ahead and now go in. Now I kind of want to kill everything here, because all of these ones will drop materials. And you'll see over here what the materials are giving us. So we got some veiled crystals. Also getting some distilled fear over here. Okay. Some sort of like a side quest item or something. But yeah, over here now I want to kill all the enemies. So then I can get those drops that we kind of target farm. So it kind of lets you get somewhat of a target farm. But again, you'll see the whole results at the very end. There is kind of some extra rewards, and you can decide for yourself if it's actually worth it. Like I said, for me, I would say for most players, I really wouldn't recommend this. Doing it like, you know, because it's new content, sure. Go ahead and have fun with it, but I want to say it's too similar to Nightmare Dungeons to be like a brand new seasonal mechanic. And as far as I'm aware of, there is no seasonal power. We just get the opal. So you can see that there is a portal that we can go through. There's also a goblin over here. Let's go get that goblin. But I want to actually full clear this area out. So there's a boss over there. And we can maybe meet the goblin on this side, hopefully. Get the goblin down. Okay, there we go. Okay, the reason why I want to kill all of these is because we're going to get the materials. You can see we're getting some iron ore. Almost actually done with the battle pass already, which is pretty fast. It's because we've been grinding pretty hard on the early access. But we will lose all of our progress, by the way. Oh, we got a malignant hurt. Some of these I think are actually dropping because I popped a opal. I think I popped this one over here, which gives us boss summoning items. So you see that there's other portals in portals. And you can see that there's this like seething rupture, and then we want to go in here and also kill the enemies over here, get more of the rewards that we went ahead and kind of targeted. So we got 1 iron ore over there. Now some of these, I've noticed that like you'll kill a group of enemies and sometimes it will spawn in more. Sometimes like you kill like just one group and then that's it. It's nothing else. There's also containers over here. Oh, we just got just some gold. All right, so that one was cleared, and let's go through the other portal. Let's see what we can get. But yeah, like I said, I think that there's better forms of getting like the stuff that you want. Oh, okay, so there's seating chests of materials, so you can click on these. So you can see how much we're getting. I mean, this is like really, really small. Again, sometimes in some areas, you can have a couple waves of monsters, but it's not what I would consider lucrative enough to warrant myself from doing this. I'm going to give them the feedback, and hopefully they can buff this a little bit more. And just like, I wouldn't do these again, other than like, okay, it's the first time it's a new thing. You just open up the chest at the end. Oh, wait, it does this every single time. It's like, oh, hold on, there's a wave of monsters that you will fight. And again, you'll get more of the materials or whatever you tried to get, whether that's crafting materials, herbs, gold. But if I would really wanted gold, because this is about the same amount of time that it would take us to do an Infernal Hordes, I would say you're probably better off doing Infernal Hordes if you want gold or like items. The only thing that you get from this, again, is opals. But if you already have an opal popped, or you're maxed out, because that's like the only thing, again, I would do this for. That 15% that you get, let's kill everything, and you guys can see how much we'll get. So it gives you a significant amount. They all give you the same amount, but some of these will give you different things. But that if you don't happen to have one of these, then I would really recommend doing this just to get one of these, and then these will last for 30 minutes. But as you complete the seasonal progression, you'll get a bunch of these anyways. So now let's go ahead and open up the chests. We got the Radiant chests. And so you can see the results. So we got a bunch of materials, which is kind of what we went here for. And we got 3 seething opals. So it took us about 10 minutes to do. And then this is 1.5 hours because it's 30 minutes each. And then we did get some items here. I mean, you can get greater affixes in terms of like items. But as far as like, is this worth it for items? I would say no. Because like the items that you're getting are random at the end of the day. But that is the new seasonal mechanic. And then now we have this cleansed. And if you want to actually complete the seasonal like bounty board, keep in mind, I want to say that this will be changed if we go to the center of the map. I want to show you guys this really quick. So if we go to Zarbinzet over here at the Remnant's Quartermaster, you can see he even has a little emblem of the thing. And these will consistently just pop up in the world. So don't feel like you need to do these every single time, unless, again, you don't happen to have an opal popped, because again they last for half an hour. So you can see there's one happening over here, and it's going to begin in this amount of time. So I can go over there and you'll see when it actually ends. So even though it'll start at a certain time, it ends at a certain time too. But if we go to the NPC over here, I've done all of it. Like I've 100%ed the entire thing. This doesn't even, at least from my experience, maybe I just got really unlucky, maybe it's bugged right now, but we do have, technically we have a spark right now, but I don't believe we actually got a spark from doing this before. Oh, I'm gonna talk to him. But basically, yes, this is the seasonal mechanic, and you will get a bunch of craft materials. It is worth it to complete your entire Zakarum Remnants, like rank, and you just kill stuff to get it. So it's not like it's important to do the mechanic to actually build that up. You will get that eventually anyways. The reason why it's important is because iron ore is basically one of the things that is a pain point. The iron chunk over here, this is just something that the game doesn't really give you enough. Hopefully this will be something that gets fixed in the update when it does launch, because there's going to be an update when the game does actually launch. But yeah, that is the seasonal mechanic. Let me know, guys, what you think of it. Again, my suggestion would be only if you don't happen to have one of these, do it so you can get one, so you get the extra bonus XP, and then you can always have one of these pop. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.